Hello guys, welcome to my channel Pratik Automation Space, and today we're gonna discuss about how to install Docker on Mac. So in the previous video we have seen that like what is virtualization, what is containerization, the introduction of the Docker, and why Docker helps in Selenium to gain the return on investment, like to why it helps, how we can use Docker to implement in our automation process. So now like it's time to install Docker. So we're gonna split this video into two. Like first I will gonna cover installation of the Docker on Mac. So today we're gonna see like how we can install Docker on Mac. So let's get started. So to install Docker on Mac, so we need to, there is a two setups, we have to install, that we need to install the Docker desktop for Mac. So for that you need to go to, you need to open the browser, suppose open your Chrome, just go to hub.docker.com, and then so I already have a sign in on this in this site. So it's basically a Docker hub. It's a website where they maintain all the images and all the setups. So you need to create an account there, sign it, just a simple sign in process. Then go to this download Docker desktop. You need to click on this, and this will give you a link like you need to download Docker desktop for Mac. Just click it, it will download the .dmg file, and for Windows users, go to this link and they can download the setup file for Windows. So I am skipping this because I already have a setup and I installed it. Just a normal installation process. You just extract the DMG file and move it into your application folder. It's a normal process of installation software on Mac. So just close this. So once you successfully install Docker, you will see, like, we can check in two ways. So you can see like one, this is saying that Docker desktop is running, and also you can open terminal. So you can open your terminal and type the command like docker version and press enter. So it will give you like, it will show you like, okay, the client it installed, the client and server is installed successfully. So you can see like the community version we have installed, because Docker comes like with two editions, like community editions and enterprise edition. Community edition is free and enterprise edition is paid. So for this tutorial series we'll be using community edition. And so so both client and server is installed, and you can check from your, by entering this command on your terminal like docker version. Okay, and now you have installed Docker and it's successfully installed. And one more thing, guys, please don't use Homebrew to install Docker, because sometimes we use Homebrew to install some of the software, like we use some packages and when using Appium. But here in Docker we don't use Homebrew, because it will install only command line and no server. So we need both client and server. So we need to set uh, download it from the docker hub.com, their setup, Docker desktop, and then like we can check. Okay, and we can go to this Docker preferences. Some of the settings I would like to show you. So first one is like, you can see that Docker desktop is running. It's by default all these are checked, so we can leave it. And you can see like it's a stable version. You can switch to Edge. So like Docker comes with two type of releases. One is stable, which basically they release on quarterly basis, which is a stable version and has like running and stable version. And another is Edge, which is a kind of a beta release, which um, they release on monthly basis. It has a latest feature, but may sometimes contain some bugs which they fix regularly. But if I prefer to use most of the time for my like for R&D purpose, I use Edge, because in Edge I got the latest features on Docker. But for this tutorial point of view, we can use stable version because that is more stable. We will not face any installation issues and some of the process issues in Docker. Then another tab is the file sharing tab. So it says that all your code which you're gonna write, which you will basically you're gonna develop, basically uh, your application code should be there inside these folders. Like by default, like we have like under the users or some of the volume. So these are some kind of bind mounting in Docker. So most like in I am using under my application code under volumes directory. You can have under users, and if you want to use some separate directory, you can add it from here. But let's restrict it from like we can use these four, and you can keep your application code under these directories. Another one is the disk tab. So as you know, like Docker is kind of right running a background. uh, it is running tiny Linux VM in the background, since Docker is not like Mac is not natively support Docker. They have not Apple hasn't implemented Docker functionality in its OS kernel. So it's kind of small tiny VM, Linux VM, that is running in the background. So you can see all like uh, all those things in this advanced tab. Also, like currently I have assigned by default it's 6, so I have not changed this. So it has 6 CPUs and 2 gigs of memory, so I have around 16, so I don't have problem. So if in future I face some problem, I can increase the physical memory from here. And that's all. So this is about the preference tab. I would so that's what I want to share with you guys, that the settings, and you can change if you face some issue. Okay, so we have up and running Docker in our system. So we already check that we have installed both client and server. So another important thing that I would like to share with you is uh, so you have Docker has a good documentation on their site. So I would like I will be covering all those things in a short, so you don't need to go through each and every detail. So that will save your time. But still, if you want to refer document, it's a very good document, you should refer. You can go, like we already cover all these things already. So but still, if you want, you can go through. It's an awesome document, right? So this is what. And another important thing that I want to know, like in a Linux we have inbuilt like a tab completion feature, like where we write some command, on pressing tab it basically complete the command. So in Docker also, like you can implement that feature. So for that uh, we have to use Homebrew. So we all if you don't know about Homebrew, so Homebrew is command line tool to install open source command line utilities. So it's like a kind of utility, like we have PowerShell on Windows and apt-get on Linux. So it's basically a command line utility where we can install command line utility, open source command line utility with one liner command. So what you need to do is just type, go to terminal, just type brew install, or let me, I already run that command, brew install, yeah, this one. So you need to enter this command, brew install bash completion. I already have installed this, so maybe it will say like I already have the bash completion on my system. So, okay, so it's saying like I already installed. So for you, like it will install, it will fetch the libraries, and after that you need to perform some steps which is there mentioned in their document as well. Go to yeah, install shell completion. So you need to copy this, just copy this command, these command, and paste in your terminal and press enter. And after that you need to add this line into your bash profile. So like I have added this in my bash profile, you need to add it in your home directory bash profile, so that it will be, you know, on the next terminal session also, it will, the settings will persist, right? So for example, like if I write command like docker and press tab, so it is giving me like, okay, what all command I want to run, like container, context. So let, so I pressed tab, it completed my command. Then I write like remove hyphen hyphen and then press tab two times. So it gives me like, okay, what kind of command I want to run. So it's very helpful in case like we want to know what all options in a command I can use in particular command. So that I want to share, so it will be very helpful. So we have a docker install and running on our system, and it's saying it's like running. So we have successfully completed the installation of docker on Mac. That's all from for this video, guys. In next video we'll see like how to install docker on window machine. Till then, thank you, and do please subscribe and like this video if you will really like, and also share your comments, your feedbacks, so that it will motivate me to upload more videos regarding this. Thank you guys. Bye bye.